Wala.
Ayan. So, hello, good afternoon. Yung nasa online world, kumusta? Naririnig ba ako?
Yes po, sir. Naririnig po.
Alright. So, ano ba? Masyado bang maingay ba or carry lang?
na po.
All right, so we begin again. Ayan. Hello. Ayan. So we will begin again. Ma-echo ba ako dun sa online world?
Hindi po, sir.
Ma-echo ba sa online world?
Hindi na po, sir.
Ay, sorry, hindi ko narinig. Hindi na. Okay, good. Ayan. So hindi raw ako ma-echo sa online world. Oops. Grounded tong isang to. Okay. Yan. So once again, no? Ayan, good afternoon. I hope you had a wonderful lunch. Yan. I also had a wonderful lunch and na-figure out ko na yung mali. Okay? Yan. So I can now use my tablet once again. All right. So last in before we had our break, no? Hold on. Lakas ng echo. Hello, hello. Ayan. So before we had our break, um, we were discussing about your fatty acids, no? Ayan. So again, fatty acids can be saturated or unsaturated, okay? And among your unsaturated fatty acids, no, what are important, no, particularly in the development of the brain, are your polyunsaturated fatty acids, no? Now, these polyunsaturated fatty acids may be omega-3 or omega-6 fatty acids, okay? Another thing that you have to remember when it comes to amino acids, no, I particularly, hold on. Yeah. Particularly, the polyunsaturated fatty acids, no, they are also known as essential fatty acids, all right? Yan. So, ano yung ibig sabihin natin ng essential, no? Once a substance is called essential, it only means that you require it in the diet. Okay, yan. So, it is an essential fatty acid because your body does not produce that fatty acid. So it is required in the diet. It is essential in the diet, no? And these essential fatty acids are your linoleic acid, your linolenic acid, as well as your eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, or and your docosapentaenoic acid, or DPA. Okay? Ayan. So those are your essential fatty acids. Ayan. Now we proceed to the next classification of your fatty acids. Of your fatty acids, of your lipids. Ayan. So our next part is on, hindi nyo makita, no? Visible. Ayan. Okay, so the next part is your phospholipids. No? Ayan. So hindi lang masyadong kita. Hindi talaga kita kasi dilaw. Ayan. Sige, banggitin ko na lang. Okay, so next we have, ayan, nakalagay naman doon. After our simple lipids, we have our complex lipids. Ay, actually, may nakalimutan akong banggitin. Punta lang ako sa whiteboard. Ayan, so when it comes to the lipids, no, the acylglycerols, no, another thing that you have to remember is this, okay? Yeah. Remember, they can be simple. Oh, nagsulat na. Ayan. They can be simple or they can be mixed. Okay? So meron tayong simple triglycerides and meron tayong mixed triglycerides. Alright? Ayan. Now, simple triglycerides are triglycerides that are made up of the same fatty acid, no, attached to the glycerol moiety. Alright? So for example, meron akong glycerol moiety, CHO, tapos COR, tapos CHO, COR ulit, and then CH2OCOR. Then if all the R groups here are the same, no, then I have a simple triglyceride. Okay? So for example, each fatty acid present in the simple triglyceride is your oleic acid. Ay, sorry, hindi pala kita masyadong. Kita? Hindi. Lakihan ko. Um, ano ba i-zoom to? Oops. Walang zoom. Anyway, yan, banggitin ko na lang. Tapos mamaya lakihan ko na yung sulat ko. Yan, if the fatty acids no present in the triglyceride molecule ay the same, let's say oleic acid, no, then the name of the simple triglyceride will be olein. Okay? Ayan, so magiging siyang olein. Okay? Ayan, or sometimes, tinatawag din siyang tri-olein. No? Ayan, so it's the same. Okay, but you will most often see things like this. No? So pag nakita niyo yung olein, ibig sabihin nun, it is a triglyceride made up of 3 molecules of oleic acid. Alright? Ayan. Then pag mixed triglycerides, then you have to name each fatty acid present in the glycerol moiety. Okay? Ayan. So yun lang yung nakalimutan kong banggitin kanina. So now let's proceed. Ayan, unshare na natin to. Wait. Ayan, so let's proceed to your phospholipids. So we are now on that part. After your simple lipids, you have your complex lipids. Okay? So pag sabing complex lipids, these are lipids having the glycerol moiety, a fatty acid, and a phosphate group with attached to an alcohol, okay, or with an alcohol. Okay. Now, phospholipids are defined as esters of long chain fatty acids and glycerol 3-phosphate or a derivative thereof, no? Ayan. So yung glycerol 3-phosphate na tinutukoy natin, that's the polar head, no, of your phospholipid. Ito, yan yung polar or hydrophilic head of your phospholipid. Okay? And then the alcoholic group, no, which is attached to the phosphate group via a phosphate diester bond, yan, also makes the hydrophilic head. Okay, so yung magkakasama dyan, yung glycerol moiety, yung phosphate group, and the alcohol. Okay, they comprise the hydrophilic head. Okay, now at the bottom, no, so you have the lipophilic tail of your complex your complex glycerides, no, your phospholipids. Okay, so remember that phospholipids are considered as amphipathic. Ayan, so amphipathic. Ayan, so pag sinabi nating amphipathic, ayan, nakikita, yung pag ganyan kalaki, Kelly. Ayan, so, or gamit tayo ng ibang color. Ayan, so remember na pag sinabi ninyong amphipathic, ayan, it means na a molecule has both a hydrophilic moiety and a hydrophobic moiety. It is both hydrophilic and hydrophobic, no? Amphipathic, no? Yeah, now, phospholipids are amphipathic, and as such, no, they comprise your cell membranes. Okay? Kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na lipid bilayer. Okay? Meron tayong tinatawag na lipid bilayer in your cell membrane. Okay? Kasi the two molecules, no, are placed side to side, no? So of course the hydrophilic head will interact with the aqueous environment, at tapos yung hydrophobic tails, yung fatty acids, sila yung nasa inner portion of the bilayer. Okay? So pag magdodrawing tayo, and let me just transfer again. Ganito yung itsura niyan. Actually, parang hindi ako nahirapan. Lipat ko to dito. Ayun. Alright. Ayan. So, your cell membrane is composed, no, of lipid bilayer. No? So, basically, you have here the hydrophobic tail and then yung hydrophilic head. No? So, this is your hydrophilic head. Yan. This is your hydrophilic head. Ayan. This is the hydrophilic head, hydrophilic. And then this is your hydrophobic tail. Yan. Hydrophobic tail. So yung lipid bilayer natin, no, ay ganito, no? So you have here like this, no? Ayan. Mga mukhang tao. Tapos another one, pag ganito. And hindi yan sperms. Ayan. Kasi dalawa yung buntot, no? Ayan. Okay. So, this is your lipid bilayer, no? So, these are the phospholipids. All right? Ayan. So, the hydrophilic head, it interacts with the aqueous environment of the cell and also of the outside portion of the cell. Tapos, in the innermost layer of the bilayer, you have the hydrophobic, no? Tails, no, comprised of the fatty acids of your phospholipids. All right? Ayan. Now, this is yung amphipathic property of your phospholipids. Now, remember that the interactions, and the interactions, ano pa nga ba yung gumagana ng kulay dito? Ayan, the interactions between the hydrophobic tails ay tinatawag nating hydrophobic interactions. Ayan. So these hydrophobic interactions, no, are not real intermolecular interactions, no. It's just like, no, yung saying na yung like, no, dissolves like, no. Ayan. So basically, kapag oily ka or pag fatty ka, sasama ka rin sa fatty. All right? And you wouldn't want, no, to combine with hydrophilic environments. Okay? So yun yung ibig sabihin natin ng hydrophobic interactions because they hate water. Okay? Lahat sila, they hate water. Magsasama-sama sila. Okay? So appearing to be hydrophobic interactions. Okay? Ayan. So that's your lipid bilayer. Now, there is another thing, no, that must be understood pagdating sa amphipathic property of your lipids, no? And this one is the micelle formation. Yeah, micelle. Ayan. So familiar kayo with the term micelle? Yeah. So pag sinabing micelle, no, it's how you actually clean your clothes. So basically, no, yung let's say yung soap ninyo would actually form these globules, okay? Where the hydrophobic tails would be in the innermost portion, trapping the dirt. Okay? Tapos yung heads, no, nasa labas, they are the ones, no, na sasama sa tubig, no? Kaya kailangan pag kinuskus mo, no, with soap and water, yung fatty or oily na dirt, matatanggal siya, no? Ayan, it's because of the micelle formation. Okay, related siya doon sa lipid bilayer na na-form due to hydrophobic interactions. All right? Ayan. Okay, so laging nawawala yung screen share. So balik na tayo dito ulit. Ayan. So for the phospholipids, no, the alcohol group, no, can be any of the following. Okay? Yan. So it can be choline. Ayan. So ito si choline. Yan. It can be, yan, nakikita na, no? Yan, yan nakalaki. Ayan. Okay. So it can be choline. It can be serine, ethanolamine, inositol, or even glycerol. Okay? Yeah, so ito yung kumakabit, no, doon sa phosphate group, no, which I will show to you later on. Now, medyo madali lang aralin talaga ito mga ito. For example, this is your ethanolamine. Ayan. So ethanolamine, kasi ito yung ethanol moiety. Ayan, di ba? Ayan yung ethanol portion. Tapos this is the amine. Kaya ethanol amine. Okay?